Preeti. Good morning. Thank you so much for giving your time today and for connecting with me. I know you are one of the members of my YouTube channel, and that feels really great. And I was very excited to meet you and have this conversation with you. How are you doing this morning?
Morning is good. I think it has been raining since morning.
Oh,
Sometimes the climate changing day by day. Recently,
mm,
it is changing, but this season there is no rain happening. But
mm.
how I don't know. It's raining some days. After Onam, uh, we can get a lot of rain.
Oh, okay, okay. So,
But
hmm,
even before, during the season was happening on occasion, but
uh,
uh, at that time some rain had, and now it's continuing. I am
okay.
today I am thrilled to reconnect with you, ma'am, because yesterday was my drilling day because I am preoccupied with uh, looming to sorry I have only limited time to
Mm,
learn this language because October to February in Kerala um, due to the students attended the last semester exam,
right.
followed by the school closure and vacation started. I
Mm,
think it is the ideal time to start with the spoken English classes either at home or externally.
right.
But to achieve this goal, I am considering enrolling to an external institution.
Mm,
I want to speak an advanced level. I am an intermediate or basic level. I want to speak, I am aspiring to speak at an advanced level, but I have no atmosphere. I have
correct.
no environment to speak. I have no surroundings to speak with people. Even before I talked with the Josh Tech, but the co-learners are there. We don't
Mm,
know each other. We can communicate, but it has a limitation.
mm,
You can find a minute mistake while talking, but they can't do this. That's the
mm,
problem. So I stopped to talk with the people, and I am deviating my mind to think that I want to find a tutor, real tutor, an excellent tutor. Finally, I met you. I got it. This is my journey for this language. Many years I have been practicing for this journey.
mm,
But finally, I met you. I have a great confidence to see you. Again
mm.
and again, I watched your conversation section. It was marvelous. And each video was a breathtaking.
Thank you.
I have get a notions of each time to watch your videos and get a lot of vocabs and jot down in my vocabulary words and try to apply while speaking.
Wonderful. That's great.
These are the things I do in each single day.
Wonderful. That is great. I think the things that you spoke about, they are very important when it comes to spoken English. And I think you are doing all the right things. You are trying to listen, you're trying to speak, you are trying to apply. So those are some good steps that you are taking. And you're right when you say that you don't have an environment to speak, because unless it is a language, right? English is a language. So if somebody comes to you and asks you, I guess your mother tongue is Tamil, right?
No, Malayalam. I am in
Malayalam.
Kerala. I
So
am in Kerala. I
ah,
am.
okay, you're in Kerala, right? So, if somebody comes and asks you that, Preeti, can you teach me Malayalam? And if that person says, I'll only listen to Malayalam and I'll start speaking, do you think it is going to be possible?
I think 50% it be okay. Then the communication is important here to
Yes,
become more
absolutely.
improvement.
So only when, if I don't know Malayalam at all, okay, and I want to learn Malayalam, I will have to first, I'll have to understand the language, I'll have to learn the basics, I'll have to listen, I'll have to speak, I'll have to write a little to get used to that language, right? So the same thing happens with English. English is also a language and it takes time, right? So I think you are absolutely right when you say that you don't get that environment. All right. So, Preeti, why don't you give us a quick introduction about yourself? Where are you from? You said you're from
Yes,
Kerala, right? So, give us a quick introduction. Let us get to know you.
thank you for asking. I am Preeti. I am from Kerala. I live in southern part of Kerala. I am a homemaker. I have completed my graduation in 2000. Now I
Mm,
am 44. I'm blessed with one child. Now she is studying in 10th standard. My husband is a businessman. He's running a shop. If you ask my hobbies, listening music, sometimes I read, and I have a kitchen garden in my terrace. And
Wow.
lot of time nowadays, I spend a lot of time to listening, reading,
Mm.
and trying to speak myself. I
Mm.
today I take at least half an hour to speak myself and
Mm.
videos and audios myself. That's all about me.
Cool. That's great. I think you are doing quite a few things and you are quite talented that ways because I know this because, making or cultivating a kitchen garden is a huge task. And if you are able to do that, I think you are quite patient and you are very talented as well. You are taking care of your home, you're taking care of your kid, you are taking care of your husband, and you are devoting time to gardening and also to learn the language. So that is, I feel, excellent. You are doing quite a few things altogether. All right. So, Preeti, if I tell you that, okay, I want to visit Kerala, right? And I have never been to Kerala, can you suggest what are the places that I should definitely visit on my trip? So, what are you going to suggest me?
I think Kerala is a God's own country.
Yeah.
In every corner of Kerala is very beautiful. I am
Hmm.
in southern part of Kerala. I want to give some hints to my southern parts. And
Sure.
I think Sri Krishna's, Sri Padmanabha Swami temple is famous.
Hmm.
It's an ancient temple dedicated to Lord Vishnu. I think it's indicate to architecture and treasures. Treasures there
Right.
too. I think they locked all
Right.
the treasures inside of the temple.
Right.
And
Yes.
then Ponmudi is the hill station
Mm-hmm.
in Trivandrum. I think it's the trekking trails and the scenic valleys. And another important place in Kerala is Kovalam Beach.
Yes.
Kovalam Beach is very popular. I
Mm.
think whenever I go to Kovalam, I can see lot of tourists there.
Mm.
I think it's a destination with the three adjacent beaches, Samudra, Hava, and Lighthouse also.
Mm.
And another important place, I think, Akulam Lake. It's a picnic spot
Mm.
with a boating facility.
Ah.
All famous places are situated in southern part of Kerala.
Mm.
Um, these
Okay.
are
Wonderful. Wonderful. So yes, I think the Padmanabha Swami temple is quite famous, and I have visited that place. I have been to Kovalam as well, and both the places are beautiful. And I think the secret chambers that you were talking about, the secret chambers in the Padmanabha Swami temple, I think those are very intriguing for people, right? Because nobody has opened those doors, and it's very interesting to know that fact, right? All right, wonderful. I have also this place on my list that I want to visit in Kerala. It's called Alleppey. Have you been there?
Yes, I have visited Alapi because I'm a Christian. I have
Ah,
visited a Kripasanam church at
ah,
Alappuzha.
okay.
Uh, Alappuzha. I think I visited a lot of time
Ah,
in
okay. It's a beautiful place,
Alappuzha.
right? With backwaters and boats and all of
Yeah,
that.
right.
Hmm.
Backwaters
So,
and very beautiful sceneries are there. And
right.
you,
Wonderful.
okay.
Yes, you wanted to ask something. Go ahead.
Sometimes I am intimidating to speak. Sometimes I don't get words. I struggled with
Hmm.
the words because um, this is the first time to speak in front of a tutor. I think
Ah,
it's the reason
that's
for
okay.
it.
You don't have to feel
I I
worried or
learned
scared.
I learned a lot of vocabs. I think I newly learned 700 vocabs, new vocabs, but
Oh,
I can't use it properly because I have no atmosphere. I have no people to
correct,
communicate with each other. But
correct,
I
correct.
will do these words with myself at
Hmm.
every day,
Correct.
using the sentences and use the words properly. Then
Hmm.
I can remember these words.
Correct.
And nowadays, Mom, I want to ask you one question. This is
Sure.
the best. This is the best method or not? I am following nowadays. I am
Hmm.
or upper basic level or an intermediate level, I don't know. But I follow the method is I myself following. I took some audios myself, speaking myself, related to any topic. Then I uh, give it to an AI and take it as an advanced level speaking. Then
Mm.
I read it properly, and
Mm.
I can maintain to speak like this. This is the
Mm.
method I am following those days. I want to speak an advanced level speaker like you. So this is a good
Okay.
way. Is it a good way or proper way?
So I'll tell you what happens, Preeti. When you are, when you want to learn a language or when you want to go from a basic to an intermediate level or an intermediate to an advanced level, right? The only thing that can take you there is practice along with the right kind of feedback. So right now, what is happening is when you are speaking, right? You are saying that you're forgetting words. You know a lot of vocab, but you're not able to apply them in your sentences when you speak, right? Also, I can see that you are making quite a few grammatical errors in your sentences, correct? So the word order in your sentence or the prepositions in your sentence, they are all mixed up. So when these small mistakes happen, that reflects on your on your confidence, because what happens is the reason you are getting scared or the reason you are getting intimidated is because somewhere you are thinking to yourself, am I saying it right? Now, is that normal? It is absolutely normal, because you are right that you do not get an environment to speak the language. If you don't speak, if you don't practice, then it becomes very difficult to gain that fluency. Okay. Now, is practicing with AI okay in a way that you are practicing? You are making an audio clip, you are sending it to AI. So what is missing out there is, number one, AI can just look at the sentence structure. Now, when there are grammatical errors in that sentence, AI cannot look at the emotional part of it, because it's just artificial intelligence, right? When you speak to a person, they understand with what emotion, what intention are you trying to say what, correct? And that is where you do not get a constructive feedback from AI, especially when you are recording yourself, uploading it, and then trying to get what it would be in advanced level. So have you seen at times, if you write one sentence in Malayalam and if you put it on Google Translate, when it translates to English, it will be all distorted. I have tried this a lot of times with Bengali sentences, Hindi sentences, Punjabi sentences, and it translates it into completely something very weird. Okay. So, what happens is the human emotion that is related to what you are trying to say, that gets lost in the AI translation, right? So, when you really want to go from one level to the other, your focus should be, how can I practice more? That is number one. And not just blind practicing, because if you just learn a vocabulary, you practice, you make sentence, you don't know the sentence you are making, whether it is grammatically correct or not, whether it is making sense or not. So that is when you need somebody to give you that feedback. That's what anybody who is your learning partner, somebody who is good with the language, or a tutor or a mentor, anybody who helps you with it, can handhold you and can give you the right feedback. So that is very important, that somebody is giving you feedback when you are speaking, when you are trying to attempt something, right? For example, if you are very good at baking, right? Suppose you're very good at baking and somebody says that, okay, Preeti, I want to learn baking. I have seen 100 videos. Let me try baking today. And they bake, right? Unless somebody tastes that cake, sees if it is soft, sees if it is fluffy, or looks at the taste of the cake, can that person say that I am an advanced level baker? Somebody has to taste it and give a feedback to that person, right? So that is what happens with your language journey as well. So that is something that you definitely need to look at and consider when you are wanting to get to the advanced level, because again, it's a long journey. It does not happen quickly, but I feel you are someone who has that determination and the willingness to put in the effort, because you are already doing so much, right? So I think if you just put in a little more variation to the way in which you are approaching your language learning journey, I feel you can do wonderful and you can do great.
Now, your opinion, please. Which level now I am really?
Right now, I would say you are at an intermediate level, because right now your grammatical mistakes are also a lot, and you are pausing a lot of times while talking. So at a at a start intermediate or a mid intermediate level is what you are at right now. And if you want to know the exact level, there are a lot of English level tests online which are available. So you can ping me, I will send you a link for one of those tests. They are free. You can attempt that test and it will give you a much better and precise idea of what is your current level.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, all right, perfect. So, Preeti, I really enjoyed having this conversation with you, and it was wonderful meeting you and discussing so many things with you today. I would definitely hope to see you again in future. But for today, thank you so much for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful day ahead.
Same to you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much, Preeti. Bye.
Bye. Bye.